So far, we've already had 2 separate Call of Duty announcements relating to new games being released in 2019, with of course the main Infinity Ward title, which is presumably going to be Modern Warfare 4, and also Call of Duty Mobile, which is being developed by Tencent in association with Activision. So already, we've got a pretty exciting lineup for Call of Duty coming up in the next few months. But as of late last week, we actually got word that Call of Duty has yet another surprise coming up as well later on in the year, meaning 2019 and even 2020 are going to be huge years for Call of Duty in general. What is up, guys? Zach or Immortal here. Welcome back to the channel, and thanks for stopping by. If you are new here and you'd like to stay up to date with everything Call of Duty related, we're always covering the latest news, updates, leaks, and rumors when it comes to Call of Duty, so if you are into that kind of stuff, feel free to subscribe with your post notifications turned on. That way you'll always know when a new video goes live. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, let me know by dropping a like rating on it, as it does really help the channel grow. Now, 2019, even 2020, as I mentioned in the intro, are going to be absolutely huge for Call of Duty. And here's what we know so far. Infinity Ward has their upcoming title set for release this fall, and although no official release date or title for this game has been disclosed to the public yet, we are assuming it's Modern Warfare 4, and it'll likely be coming in November according to some WooLad leaks. And keep that name fresh in your mind because we'll be revisiting their information here in just a little bit. Anyways, Call of Duty 2019, or for the sake of this video, Modern Warfare 4, is confirmed to have a new campaign, a large multiplayer mode, and also a fun new co-op mode, with that information stemming from Activision's shareholder meeting from a little while back. Now, this feeds those Modern Warfare 4 rumors even more, as there is actually still a lot of unanswered questions when it comes to the Modern Warfare campaign, and Special Ops or even Survival Mode could stand a chance at returning under that new fun co-op experience. And of course, the Modern Warfare series multiplayer experiences are some of, if not the most, iconic in the Call of Duty franchise, as they introduced things like selectable kill streaks back in MW2, and of course the Assault, Support, and Specialist streak setups in Modern Warfare 3, alongside a handful of other new innovations as well. Now, shifting focus over to Call of Duty Mobile, this was a big surprise announcement that a lot of people really were not expecting to see, but nonetheless, it dropped, and people were pleasantly surprised to see the worlds of the Black Ops series and the Modern Warfare series mashing together in the same title in order to create a best of both worlds scenario, where, for instance, you could be playing as Captain Price on Nuketown. That interconnectivity is definitely something that is yet to be seen in any other Call of Duty game aside from Call of Duty Online, and even though Call of Duty Mobile is just that, a mobile title, I'd say it definitely enhances the chances of seeing a potential crossover game later on down the road. I mean, would you not be hyped for a Black Ops and Modern Warfare mashup game on console? Things would get absolutely wild if that ever came to fruition, and the announcement of Call of Duty Mobile definitely opens the door for that, albeit probably much further down the road than some of us might like to admit. Nonetheless, Call of Duty Mobile definitely spices up the Call of Duty release cycle for 2019, adding a second game to the mix, which obviously is not something that we really expect to see. And we know that COD Mobile is actually going to be holding a beta period later on this summer, with an official worldwide release coming shortly thereafter. But here's where things get interesting. Hopefully, you kept the WooLads name in the back of your head, because now we're circling back around to them. A few days back, the WooLads tweeted out saying, "We keep getting asked about zombies in the 2019/2020 season. Zombies will continue on BO4 outside of the first Black Ops pass. Chaos is finished for this season, but not for BO4. Aether will be the rest of the season, as you know. Maps in production will be listed in the following tweet." That following tweet then says, "Nuketown, Call of the Dead, Green Run/Transit, Die Rise, Buried. These maps are planned to have their own Gauntlet, Grief, and possibly Turned modes. The second season of BO4 Zombies will have 2 more Chaos maps with some of the aforementioned Aether maps." But it doesn't stop there. The lads of Woo then tweeted, 5 and Mob of the Dead may be faithfully remastered too, instead of reimagined as they currently are on Black Ops 4. This is subject to developmental changes. Call of the Dead is planned to be a faithful remaster, whereas Transit is planned to be a little bit more unique. Now, keep in mind, all of that information is simply leaked info, so we can't confirm or deny the legitimacy of it, but the WooLads are a very credible source when it comes to Call of Duty information. Their track record really speaks for itself. They leaked the casino and lockup maps prior to their debut in Operation Grand Heist, and a handful of other leaked intel from the WooLads has come to fruition time and again. So out of anyone in the industry that I would trust when it comes to leaks, they are definitely up there on the top of my list. Anyways, credibility out of the way, that chunk of zombies related information is absolutely huge going forward because it basically spells out that Black Ops 4 is going to be receiving a second year of content heavily focused around zombies, but I'd say it's more than likely that Black Ops 4 has a second year of content across the board, with Blackout and Multiplayer receiving some love as well. And once again, we can simply look at the track record for this one. Black Ops 3, for example, introduced the first ever 5th DLC pack in Call of Duty history with the Zombies Chronicles DLC, which what we have here with these leaks regarding 5, Mob of the Dead, Call of the Dead, so on and so forth, we're essentially looking at a Zombies Chronicles 2 in which we see a ton of older maps remastered and thrown into a bundle of their own. And really quickly, I just gotta say, even though I'm not really a huge zombies guy anymore, Call of the Dead and Die Rise are two of my favorite maps ever, just based off of the experiences and memories I have of them. So to see those remastered would certainly attract my attention towards the zombies mode in BO4, which to be honest, I really haven't explored all that much. Anyways, Black Ops 3 was also a great example of Year 2 content outside of the Zombies mode, with Multiplayer in BO3 receiving a ton of extra DLC, primarily focused around DLC weapons over the course of time, and I could definitely see the same thing repeating itself here in Black Ops 4, where throughout the progression of 2019 and even early 2020, we could end up seeing some new weapons and who knows, maybe even some new operations continue to be introduced into the game. Lastly, and probably most prominently of all, we've got Blackout, a mode which I think will strongly outlive every other game mode in Black Ops 4. Now, we don't know for sure if Blackout is going to continue on with Modern Warfare 4, or if Blackout will remain a Treyarch-based game mode and continue to receive updates as time goes on. But what we do know is that Call of Duty Mobile will be getting a Battle Royale mode that is free to play, and if this Battle Royale mode on mobile, which presumably is going to be Blackout just optimized for a mobile scenario, is free to play, I see no reason why Blackout on PC and on console wouldn't follow suit and go free to play as well. And if that does end up being the case, I would expect plenty of updates to come to the map and mode in general throughout the course of 2019 and 2020. Of course, though, that cycle really all depends on whether or not Modern Warfare 4 or Call of Duty 2019 has its own Battle Royale game mode, or if Blackout will end up just transferring from studio to studio. And for that, really only time will tell. We are, however, approaching leak season and quite honestly, reveal season with things like E3 only a little ways away at this point, and when that time does come around, we will have some official confirmations for Call of Duty 2019 relating to whether or not it is Modern Warfare 4 or even a completely different title, alongside what kind of content we can expect to see in the game as far as game modes go, of course, Battle Royale or the potential lack thereof included within that criteria. I know a lot of speculation has surfaced in the recent days and weeks regarding Blackout post Black Ops 4 because, as of right now, the mode is entirely exclusive to Black Ops 4 and Treyarch games, obviously with all of the weapons and equipment and even the map itself being based on Treyarch's previous titles. But when it comes time for Infinity Ward's next game, MW4 or whatever else it might be, that obviously causes some problems as far as the Blackout exclusivity and origin goes. So it will definitely be interesting to see how exactly Blackout is treated as we approach the launch of our next Call of Duty game. But the way I see it, if you are a fan of Call of Duty, 2019 and even 2020 are going to be great years for you with all the games and content we have lined up. Between Infinity Ward's next title, Call of Duty Mobile, and the leaks regarding a second year of content, and basically a Black Ops Pass Season 2 for Black Ops 4, players will certainly have a lot to keep them busy. And as I mentioned earlier, based off of how we saw Black Ops 3 treated in its second year, receiving a pretty hefty amount of additional DLC, I would expect to see more of the same here in BO4 when that second year timeframe comes around. With that being said though, that does effectively wrap things up for today. Definitely drop me a comment down below letting me know what you guys think is going to happen to Blackout when Call of Duty 2019 releases, because quite honestly, that is where a lot of my focus currently lies as of right now. Of course, if you guys enjoyed the video, let me know by dropping a like rating on it, as it is much appreciated. And if you are brand new here to the channel and you'd like to stay up to date with everything Call of Duty related, feel free to subscribe with your post notifications turned on. That way you'll always know when a new video goes live. Once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.